Oh, wow. I guess we don't think about what we wear when we are, competing.
Two things. One, disqualify him immediately. This is clearly a two-legged event. This brother bought three. That means for automatic disqualification. Two, the event you should have entered was pole vaulting. Clearly you already got the equipment for the job. Respectfully, of course. Sensational.
Now, this is the second video where I seen this guy commenting on weird stuff like this. Weird stuff as in the opposite of heterosexual stuff. You know, this is the second video, man. Second video. Be me. If I even see something like this, I got my phone with me. I'm gonna start looking at my phone, or I'm gonna turn the other way. I ain't got no comment on nothing like this, man. And I don't want to see nothing like this in. I'm not gonna be staring at nothing like this in. But obviously, he finds it funny. He finds it something worth conversation worthy, dare I say. Go ahead.
Well, I think it is that he's, trying to draw most of his commentary, if you listen to it, is about drawing in women, saying what appeases women. So I think his purpose here was that would be pleasing to women. My issue is that, I understand we all look for material, but as a man, even if I'm trying to cater to women, I'm trying to give them some eye candy. I don't know if I would have chose, you know, commenting on another man's, eggplant, as commentary to grab attention to women. I'm pretty sure if this video was available to him, it was available to women to go and look at it. But as a man, I personally would not have chosen this video to actually bring into to make the joke to commentary on or whatever. It brings about some questions, and of course you'll have those people who say, well, no, not really, because he's comfortable in his manhood and he's a manly man. And I've heard different things, a scenario, but I just think sometimes we have to be careful about the material that we choose. And I just, as a man, for me, I don't think another man should be choosing this video to comment about, this man's whatever, So I just think it was in poor taste, for him to choose this video. That's just my personal opinion about it. I understand maybe his motive was to please women, and that's his who his audience is. But I don't know. He just does some questionable things. And some of the things he do. And sometimes as women, we don't look at the hidden message in what somebody presents to us. Some women find him attractive. They like his deep voice. They look at him differently. So I think you also need to notice some of the material that he chooses and some of the things that he talk about doing that makes me feel very uncomfortable with some of the stuff he says.
And
I
let's make one thing clear. A lot of this content you know we go through, we decide what we're going to talk about, and things of that nature. And this is a video clearly that Caprice wanted to talk about. And fine, let's talk about it. So let's get that straight. Because I already know it's gonna be one of y'all. It's gonna be one of y'all that come on here. Well, he's talking about it. You talking about it too. I already know. I already know. So let's get that straight. Cause me personally, hey man, I ain't got nothing against nobody who want to do whatever they want to do. Is fine. But I can see guys that sit around, I've been around guys that sit around and talk about things like this amongst themselves. But then when somebody say something out of the way or call them, gay, then they got a problem with it. Then they got a problem with it. When this the type of conversation that you like to have, because real guys, man, real thorough brothers, man, we not around here talking about stuff like that, man. If the dude choose to come out there wearing that foolishness, man, listen. Matter of fact, hey, if I was out there running with it, man, That'd be the day I start running track. Tell you that right now. I go to the coach. I say, Coach, I'm finna haul it in, Coach. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why what you quitting on the team? Yeah, you damn right, Coach. I'm done with this him. Cause I don't want to be out on the track that he lined up and we finna run 100. I'm lined up against next to him. My picture gonna be in the frame, bro. No, no. I'm not finna be uh.
Well,
That's the man.
it's not so much as the guy, because I understand the reason for him choosing it, and it's eye candy. And some, women might enjoy the view or whatever the situation. It's just the fact that he does some questionable stuff, just like the other video, when he speaks of joining in if he catches this woman cheating with another
Yeah, that
man. So
foolishness.
some of these subliminal messages is just a lot for me. It's just, it question, why your selection of material. And sometimes I think as women, we overlook that when it's being delivered by, the handsome deep voiced guys, just like with Derek Jackson. Some of us, overlooks, we look at the messages and we forget what he's saying. And then when your actions don't align with what you're saying and we're captured by your words and your appearance, that is all I'm saying. That's what made me say, hey, here's another video that, makes me question this brother motives, because we have so many guys out there that look attractive speaking, and they're giving these messages to women as if though they're in our defense. But are we really looking at the big picture? Like you say, are you looking at it as it's seen, or you seeing what you want to see and you're hearing what you want to hear? Some people think it's a great joke, and they're okay with it. But I just question a lot of the material that I've heard from him, and so even though he may be this guy that women like to look at, I don't know if he's a comedian or whatever is going on with him, but what I warn is just question the contents in which the material is being presented to you, by whom it's being brought to you.
Exactly. Exactly. And that go back to what I'm saying, man. That go back to what I'm saying. Women will fall for a guy like this, and then, hey, I'm not saying this guy is any kind of way. I don't know this
Mm-hmm.
man. I don't know nothing about this guy, but I do know I see the videos that he put up. I do. I seen this is the second video that I've seen with this guy talking this way. And I'm just gonna take him out the picture and we just gonna make a general scenario about these kind of guys that, is questionable. This how you end up with a man and you wonder if he's attracted to you or not.
Mm-hmm.
You start to wonder. You start to question your own self. Am I pretty enough? Am I doing the right thing? Do men still look at me like this? And all the time, this sucker playing both sides of the fence, man.
It was never you.
This sucker playing both sides of the fence. Now, I'm not saying this dude is doing it because I'm not finna call him something that he's not. I'm just going by the videos that he made. This kind of sucker will have you thinking you something and something wrong with you. Have you questioning yourself. Have you with low self-esteem. And soon as somebody like me come up and tell you, then you're going to argue with me. No, that's not how it is. Oh, you just don't want to see me this in. Oh, he's this, he's that. When I told you from the get-go. When I told you from the get-go.
My thing is, just because the package is wrapped pretty doesn't mean the gift inside is a nice gift. And that's what I'm saying. Just we as women, we have to be more aligned with these guys that are sending these messages to us, who have these deep voices, looking good, act like they for us. Oh, I'm okay with stress marks. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. He, this is a joke. I wouldn't do you like this. I wouldn't treat you that way. This is how it should be. But then when you look at their real lives, or you learn more about them and indulge in them, that the message that they putting out don't really align with who they are as a man. And we just have to be more careful about what we watch and what we view, and see the bigger picture sometime. And that's all I'm saying. I question some of it.